Grand Rising Sugar Babies, near and far. It is me, it is she, and you are following along on my page. My name is Aisha, and you're following along with Gardening with the Life of AMB. So there is a lot that needs to be done today. Not just today, it's been needing to be done, but it's finally getting warm and warming up. Over here in zone 6A. I'm in Ohio in 6A. And the weather, as we all know, has been all over the place, from all of the seasons in one day to complete rain and wind blowouts. Okay, so today I am ready. I done wrapped this hair up. I got it tied down up underneath this hat. The sun is starting to come out. You see it back there in the background a little bit. It's starting to come out. It's still a little cool this morning, but not too bad. I got my arm sleeves on from Amazon. Somebody asked before, where do you find the color arm sleeves? So these ones, they work good. They work great. They come from Amazon. I got them in a pack, I believe, of 3 or 4. So I have different ones, but all is all today. The plan is to get out here, get some things done. I've had some setbacks the last few weeks, and haven't been able to do as much. And then I have something going on next week that's going to require me to be on light duty again. But today, in the next 3 days, I'm going to get done as much as I can. So that is the plan. Today I'm out here. The grass is beyond insane, okay? All of the rain and everything that we've gotten over the past few days, the yard has sprouted up like no other. So the grass will get cut today. The grass will get weeded today. I will be putting things in place for where they need to go over here on my homestead, which I call the Bagley Oasis. So that's what will be going on. But I'm ready. Like I said, I have my gear on. I'm getting ready to put my gloves on because some of the yard is higher in different spots than others. I'm getting ready to go over here to what I call my fruit orchard side and see what's going on in the grow bags over here. I have broccoli and stuff in the other plots, garden plot beds. I'm going to see what's going on with them. I want to move some of these rain barrels today. Y'all, I'm so over the smell of the compost bin. I don't know what to do. It dies down, goes away for a little while, and then as it's starting to heat up again, of course, it is coming back. I moved the location of the compost bin, and I guess it's a mind thing for me maybe, and I have to get over that and just go through the process, I'm guessing, because where it was that before didn't bother me. I couldn't smell it. It was away. And it actually was like over on the other side by where the trash bins were. I took it upon myself to move that because I didn't want it sitting there. I actually got a new compost bin this year, and it was larger than the other one, so I needed to move it. And where I've moved it to is on the back side, behind that pole back there, of where the fruit orchard is, what I call my fruit orchard. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know how I'm gonna be back there picking berries and doing with that compost bin smell that close to my nose like that. And everyone, my senses are very high and sensitive. So scents and certain smells bother me like no other. But like I said, on the up and up, that's what's going to get done. I'm planning on putting some more things inside of the garden boxes and getting them out of the greenhouse today for sure. My trays, I got 3 trays that got knocked over, sadly. From the wind, we had wind gusts a couple days ago up to 55 miles an hour. So the wind, even though they were in the greenhouse was moving back and forth like the shield of it, and bumped one of the carts that my trays sit on, and the trays went over. So picked all that dirt up, did that, but now that means I have to replant everything that was in all 3 of those trays, and I believe each tray held 72. So I'm going to do that, which is no big deal. I'll just start all over. And if it don't come up by the time I want to get it in, I will go to a big box store and just purchase it. That's how that'll go. But like I said, I'm ready. sleeves on. I didn't already sunscreen. Yes, y'all, I got to sunscreen. Ha ha. But I put my sunscreen on, and you should too. Doesn't matter how much melanin you have in your skin, you need sunscreen for protection and skin protection. My hat and my hair is covered up. I have my boots on because, again, y'all, like I said, the yard is, yes, I love my chicken rain boots, okay? I love my chicken boots. They come up and over my ankles that way. When the grass is high like this, let me show y'all. And above comfort level, and I don't mind, love walking outside, no shoes, barefoot. But when it's this high and it's above the ankle and I can't see what's crawling and squirming around back here, outside of the garden snakes, the moles, the chipmunks. What else have I? Oh, I always have frogs all back here. I've had, what else have been back here? Raccoons, possum. Like, y'all, when I can't see and the grass is, you see how high, here's a good one. You can see how high it is up on the grow bag. When the grass is this high through the very, very back part of the house, and let's go over here by the fire pit, because like I said, it has not been mowed at all this year. You see, I have there's a whole thing growing over here. Like, this grass is dang near touching the top of the fire pit. When it gets that high, I don't mess around back with no shoes on. I'm putting on the boots. I don't even mess around back here with tennis shoes, because I need to see what's crawling over my foot and my ankle. There's a reasoning for that, because about 2 years ago now, I was in the back here by my flower bed. I have like a flower bed that grows on the other side that I do multiple for the hummingbirds and butterflies. I call it my butterfly garden. I have bird baths and everything over there. Behind the bird bath, I grow in the center and in the back tall grass, or like a wheat grass, and then it blooms like little very shallow blooms right on the top, really pretty. Almost look like the white heads of a dandelion when it goes to the fluffy part. I don't know what it's called. I call it the fluffy part. Anyhow, I goes to put my hand under there, and I have some roses on the other side. I go to put my hand under there, and it felt not light like it had been feeling when I was pulling the weeds out and doing and moving stuff around and trying to fix the bird bath, because a cat had jumped on it and knocked it sideways, and I felt it again. Now the third time I go to feel it, I'm looking, I don't see anything yet, because I said the whole area usually, got over here now. So this whole area, by the time it gets cleaned out and everything grows, it comes back every year. That is the area right there where you see the lady knocked over. That gets really full and bushy and blooms out. And the bird baths are not up yet. But back here in that corner and back behind that bushel, y'all, why was a whole baby possum that ran over my arm. I heard it hiss. It's looking at me. I'm looking at it. And now I'm screaming. I got the shovel thing in the hole, and I'm like moving all around back there, because I want for it to run. Like, I need it to run out. I need it to go. It finally runs out, but it didn't run right away, and it didn't hiss long. It was hissing, but then it stopped. She never showed her teeth, or he, whatever it was, never showed its teeth. It just was hissing. After I screamed and realized and seen it balled up in the corner and seen his little eyes in his face, his nose sticking out, I was like, oh no. Oh shit, what is this? What the hell is this? Y'all, it was a baby possum. So it finally took off, ran. But that is my story in a nutshell as to why I don't mess around back here no more when my grass gets high like this, because I've had too many incidents and run-ins with the animals. And the raccoons around here, they on another level, okay? Because they don't be caring about you seeing you seeing him. Like, they be playing eye contact with you like a stare off. They want to have a whole stare off, okay? A whole thing. But I don't mess around, like I said, when the grass gets high like this. So until this grass gets cut down and everything is done, I will be in these boots. I don't care how hot it gets until I can see my feet again and my ankles. Most definitely, I don't care about the garden snakes really. As long as it's not the real big ones, or not like, a loose snake that somebody let go and now he's vicious and mad. Because I don't mind snakes. I can tolerate them. I don't mind some of the frogs. I do not like these big, huge ones that's been back here lately that I don't even know what kind they are. Usually I get the little green garden frogs, and they're cute. They're small. I get them and find them on the edges of my my plant planters. I find them up underneath some of my garden boxes, sometimes right on the edge. I don't mind them. I even find them on some of my leaves and stems in the garden. But like I said, the larger snakes that look like somebody just didn't let go, or wild ones, I don't like and don't deal with them. I'm not dealing with nobody's cats. I can't stand nobody's cats being in my yard. And I like cats, but I don't like nobody else's cats being in my yard and on my stuff. I do have an outdoor cat that I call Gray. You'll see her sometimes in some of the videos, or feeding or eating or just following and jumping around, following me around sometimes. But outside of that, y'all, that's what's going on today. That's what it is. That's what I got to do. While I'm over here on the orchard side, let me show y'all this beautiful grape bush that is starting to bloom, because she's pretty when she's starting to get her pink flowers and blossoms on her. So I'm excited for her. I did a video a couple weeks back that showed, I don't know who that is, that showed how these ones started to come back and have little buds on them. But I had really thought that the frost damaged them from the set of cold that we had got sporadically. After a 70-degree week, we got freezing cold, like 20 degrees, 17 degrees, ice. This here is one of the other fruit trees, and she's doing good. That's my plum tree. So she's getting pretty green and red leaves on her. Gotta get that spider web. This peach tree is coming in. At the bottom, again, she had leaves that she had already started sprouting. Never mind this spider web that has grown in here. But she had leaves that already had started sprouting and growing, and because of the frost and whatnot a week or two ago, they all died, fell off. But there look like there are new blooms possibly coming on here. And so I'm just hoping that they bud and they do what they're supposed to do. This is a new and a volunteer blackberry vine that was grown on the other side from this girl here, which she's blooming and coming back in, because again, she had leaves all on her, big full ones that were coming in, and that's what she looked like after the frost. But like I said, she's got new pieces coming on her, so she is trying to come back. So I'm just hoping that they all come back, because right now some of them are looking out pretty sad. But that's a golden delish apple tree, and I planted that from seed. It's coming in. That is the cherry tree, y'all. That is the compost bin that I put back here. I just don't know. I don't know. The blueberry vines are coming in and doing great. So that's what that looks like over here in the little orchard area. This was all vine last year, and it's come in very pretty this year. It is a goji berry tree that I'm going to put in somewhere. I don't know. I think I'm going to actually dispose of the kiwi tree this year, because like I said, it was coming in and she's not looking good at all. But I don't know. We shall see. But anyhow, to get this started and keep going, I've been out here since about a little after 6 a.m. this morning. and I got stuff to do. So that's what's being done. And until next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow along on Facebook for my other platform, Instagram. And till next time, peace, love, and light.